It's time to get back to doing what I like to do on here, and that's talk wrestling as WGS-TV reviews Monday Night Raw for the week of September 11th, 2017. Hey YouTube, are you ready for your hot tag? Because if you are, it's definitely time to work.
Times NWA World Heavyweight Champion Scrapper Adam Pierce, and you're watching WGS-TV.
What's up, guys? I'm the Russell Gamer. Welcome back to another episode of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/RussellGamer. And what we're going to be doing, guys and gals, like I said already, we're going to be reviewing Monday Night Raw. And joining me on the review this week, ladies and gentlemen, you know him as the Studly Man, Ashley. Ashley, how you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad a show, considering how Raws normally, when football starts, get rubbish because they realise nobody's going to watch.
I kind of wish the Saints hadn't performed as badly as they did yesterday, but anyway, with No Mercy coming up on September 24th, two of the key figure matches have already been made, with John Cena taking on Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar defending the Universal Championship against Braun Strowman. It also appears that WWE may be getting rid of the 2 pay-per-views per month format they were doing in favor of the original format, where each month that brand gets a pay-per-view with the exception of the Big 4. Don't forget to tune in to Wrestle Down next week for the No Mercy breakdown and prediction show. So for right now, let's talk about Raw. The opening match this week on Raw was Roman Reigns taking on Jason Jordan. Now, actually, as of late, Jason Jordan has really come into his own, has really had some fantastic matches, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and it happened again. They were really exceptional pieces of, exceptional pieces of work, lol. But certainly it's like, okay, this guy is actually somebody that we better keep an eye on.
Yep, and there's one thing I want you guys to take away from this, and that is you don't necessarily have to win in the match to look good, as week by week, Jordan continues to impress, even with the lame angle of him being Kurt Angle's son being thrusted upon him. Now, did I see him actually winning the match when I was watching it last night? No, because the other purpose of this match was to put over Reigns in his feud with John Cena. Now, the finish of the match was Reigns hitting the spear on Jordan to pick up the win, and after the match, Cena came out and, man, actually, they really had another war of words, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a shame that we now know that it's scripted, but I guess the positive thing is it feels like it's unscripted, so it doesn't feel like generic, stupid promos. Apparently, that's
go ahead.
All you have to say is whiny bitch, and apparently it's like, oh.
I'm going to score that a 3.5 out of 5. What about you, Ash?
The match should be a 4, and I'd say the promo section would certainly be around a 3.5.
Up next, it was Sasha Banks taking on Emma with Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax on commentary. The match felt a little dry, and having Bliss and Jax on commentary didn't help very much in my personal opinion. If you're going to have the champion and one of your challengers on commentary, the very least they could do is a semi-good job selling up their Fatal 4-Way match for the Raw Women's Championship, and they didn't even do that.
I can see why Alexa isn't saying a lot, because she's scared. Because she realizes that, you know, she's even more than risk than it just being a one-on-one match. Nia, I don't think, is saying a lot, because I think it's like her actions speak louder than words, sort of deal.
Yeah.
You know, look at the size of her. She ain't like most girls, like they tell us every bloody week. You know, it was an okay match.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about fair.
I would like to ask this question now. How many times in Brock Lesnar's career in the WWE has he been viewed as the underdog in any angle? You can't think of very many, can you, Ash?
Not really.
But when you look at the angle he's in with Braun Strowman, that's exactly what he's being viewed as, the underdog. Paul Heyman, once again, doing a bang-up job selling the match on the mic. And usually with the physical confrontations, it's Lesnar doing the no-selling, but not this time. Lesnar German suplexed Braun Strowman, and Strowman no-sells it, and then power slams Lesnar once again. What do you think about this angle so far? Do you think they're really playing up to the fact that they're going to have Brock Lesnar drop the title to Braun Strowman at No Mercy, Ash?
Yeah, the problem is we all know what that means. It means Brock's retaining. Unless, of course, they do the swerve next week and actually have Brock on top, in which case you leave it up in the open. Or up in the air, out in the open. I merged the two. It's certainly a situation where I like the way they're doing it. They're making Braun look, you know, when he first debuted, he was utterly crap. And the fact of the matter is, he's grown on me, and it's like, this is the guy that I want to see pushed at the minute, not Roman.
Well, I'm going to give that the segment a 3 out of 5.
Oh, 4 for me. Anything with Heyman gets at least a 4, just because, especially with the whole, you know, the Broctagon fighter, are you ready thing? I was like, that was just like brilliant sort of words, because it's like, okay, we're having a fight. I like the way that they're teasing it. It's not just like he wants to fight you. It's like, no, let's steal the lines from Big John McCarthy. Let's get it on.
Up next, it was Goldust taking on Bray Wyatt. Now, from what I observed last night, Wyatt seems to have an issue with guys who use face paint, like Goldust and Finn Balor when he's the Demon. Now, the actual matchup itself was okay for what it was, but the bulk of the match was on commentary was spent selling up the match with Balor, who will not be donning the Demon persona, taking on Bray Wyatt at No Mercy. I gotta say, Ash, it was okay. I don't know what else to say about it.
It did what it had to do, because if you saw the promo, you basically realize it's like the face paint is the weapon, because he's ashamed of his own self. Which, of course, is extra ironical, considering that obviously happened already, like 15 years ago, with the whole Goldust becoming Dustin Runnels.
Yep.
You know, ditching the gimmick.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that was right around the time after he divorced his wife.
Yeah.
So.
Also, the fact as well, it's like, okay, what we're going to do is that gimmick that you were going to have, like you getting pushed and everything. Nobody gives a shit about it. So, poor Dustin.
All
these great ideas, and then, yeah, get the shit out of here, man. Don't need you.
The finish of the match was Wyatt hitting Sister Abigail on Goldust to pick up the win, and after the match, Wyatt attempted to clean the face paint off of Goldust until Balor came out to make the save of sorts. I'm going to give it a 2.85 out of 5, Ash.
I'd say 2.5.
Up next, it was Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson taking on Sheamus and Cesaro, but with the Raw Tag Team Champions, Ambrose and Rollins right there on commentary, it was almost expected that a brawl would take place on stage, and lo and behold, that's what happened. So basically, it set up the main event with it being an 8-man tag team match. So we're going to move right along to Elias and Kalisto. One thing I don't get, Ash, is why is Michael Cole trying to sell up Elias?
I hope that's a rhetorical question, because I don't have an answer.
Well, here's the next rhetorical question. Why hasn't Kalisto been moved to 205 Live like Enzo has? I think these questions need answers, people.
Well, no, to steal a line from a later promo, people like Kalisto.
The actual match wasn't anything special, to be honest, as the finish of the match was Elias hitting the drift away on Kalisto to pick up the win. I'm going to say just 2 out of 5, Ash. I really wasn't impressed.
Yeah, just, I mean, keep in mind, this is the match that has happened for 2 straight weeks, I think, on main event. And this week they decided to put it on Raw as well, or I guess instead. So it's like, this is the plans for Elias. He just wrestles Kalisto every week and wins.
Yep. Up next, it was John Cena taking on Braun Strowman. Now, this was a typical Strowman match where he dominated about 80% of the match. And to be honest, that's to be expected. His gimmick is literally just that, monster among men. But something very puzzling happened during this match, and it involved the referee. And Ashley, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Strowman on the outside hitting Cena with the steel stairs, while the referee saw that and never called for the DQ, for the disqualification.
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, just have him smack him with the steps. No, that's not DQ. Bring the steps in, do a running power slam on the steps. Oh, we can't allow that. Boo, boo. Like, okay.
Yeah, even Taz on his show this morning on Facebook Live even brought up the fact that he didn't understand why the referee didn't call for the bell as soon as he was hit with the steps. I mean, refereeing 101, if you see someone being hit with weapons like the steel steps, call for the bell. So why he waited until after the power slam spot, which is a really wicked spot, to say the least. I don't know why he waited until after that spot to call for the bell, but I don't think that's something I'll understand anytime soon. But anyway, still overall good match, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, it means a 3 out. It would have been higher, but 3 out of 5 is probably fair just for that. Yeah, I'll allow that one. But in the ring, oh no.
Nope. Now you want to talk about bringing up personal things and a storyline. Prime example with Miz TV with Enzo Amore as the guest. First off, Miz and Maurice announced that they were having a child, so congrats to them on that, but it was played up in an angle with Enzo and Miz, so I don't know if that was really the right thing to do or the right place to even announce it. Maybe on social media, I would say yes, but to use it as part of an angle, I don't know. What do you think, Ash?
The honest fact of the matter is, if it was a Raw talk or a Talking Smack, it would have been on there. But it made sense the way, he said the only place it seems fair to announce it is where we first met, which was in a WWE ring. But then, of course, if you're going to do that, and this is a real thing, and they aren't going to turn this into a storyline, because we've been burned by this before, haven't we, Lita, Kane? Insert other names. As long as it's real and it's actually genuine, then the great thing is what came afterwards was brilliant in terms of it's terribly brilliant. Well, or more brilliantly terrible.
Well, let's tell everybody what happened. First, the verbal confrontation they had between Enzo and Miz would lead into a match where they each took turns talking on the mic during the match. And the match really peaked when Enzo blurted out that instead of asking how you doing, they should be asking who's your daddy, directed at Maurice, which led Miz and the Miztourage to explode and beat the hell out of Enzo, which led to Miz being disqualified. And then backstage after the beatdown, the Cruiserweight Champion Neville, who will be defending the title against Amore at No Mercy, just stood there laughing at Enzo. That's basically the gist of what happened.
Yeah.
I gotta say 2.85 out of 5, Ash. I don't know what else to say beyond that.
I'd say 3 out of 5 because my logic is, why are we supposed to feel sorry for Enzo? Why is he supposed to be this face character that we're supposed to get behind when he cheats to win? He does these comments which mean he gets beaten the hell out of rightfully, in my opinion. And just that promo that Miz laid on him, I think deserves it at least a 3, because that, I think, was partial shoot stuff as well, with the kicked off buses and the fact that nobody likes him. I'm surprised that they didn't drop the whole girlfriend situation, considering that seems to have rolled its head over the last day or so, considering Corey's comments from a few days back as well.
Well, anyway, following that, we had the main event, the 8-man tag team match, as Gallows and Anderson teamed up with Cesaro and Sheamus to take on Ambrose and Rollins and their partners, the Hardys. Ashley, before we get any further, Did you see Matt Hardy's latest YouTube video where he's basically pulling a Goku and asking for everyone to send him their energy?
Feed me your energy. Oh, it sounds good. That's what I'm saying.
Is this part of the gimmick, the Awoken gimmick that they're doing now?
I've got a feeling we're getting closer and closer to Broken being woken.
Yeah, just figured I would ask, all things considered. Now, it was a great 8-man tag match and a nice way to cap off Monday Night Raw, but I still kind of feel a triple threat coming for No Mercy for the Raw Tag Team Championship match, you know what I mean? Ambrose, Rollins, Cesaro, and Sheamus, and the way they're utilizing Gallows and Anderson, I don't see why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I could see that. Certainly would be delivered, because this match was pretty damn good for what it was.
Yep, the finish of the match was Ambrose hitting Dirty Deeds on Karl Anderson to pick up the win for his team. I'm going to give the match a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, seems fair. 3.5 out of 5, I will agree.
All right, overall score of Raw this week gets a 2.95 out of 5, with best segment of the night definitely going to the verbal joust with Cena and Reigns, with the worst match of the night just going to Banks and Emma. Their match was drier than 2-week-old bread, and that's just me being honest here. Ashley, what about you? What's your overall score and your picks for best and worst match or segment of Monday Night Raw this week?
I'll just give it a flat 3. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but obviously it wasn't going to be truly exceptional. The best bit, I'd say, and match would have been Roman and Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
Worst, Elias and Kalisto, because keep in mind, Elias had that big sort of contention for the IC title stuff when he debuted. You know, being in matches with Miz and bloody Dean Ambrose and being in with a shout. And now he's just facing Kalisto week on week. Useless. What waste of time for him being there. It's annoying.
Well, guys and gals, that's been our take on Monday Night Raw this week. What we want to know from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. What are your overall scores? What are your picks for best and worst match or segment of Monday Night Raw this week? Definitely want to hear what you guys out there have to say. You should put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to check me out live on Mixer every day when I'm live streaming video games. And also, don't forget to check out WrestleDown, the discussion of Wrestling Now, live every Thursday, right here on WGS-TV, live on YouTube, live on Twitch, and trying soon to come into Mixer. But I can't give you any guarantees as to when that'll be happening. It all depends on when the studio decides to update their software. That's completely out of my hands. But again, that's every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget to check out the arcade every day at 9 a.m. Central Time right here on the channel. And boy, man, I don't know why this outro is being long-winded as it is, but it definitely is. If you guys like this video, be sure you slam that like button like a champ. And if you guys want to see more of wrestling talk with awesome gameplays right here on WGS-TV, you know the 2 ways you got to do it. You got to link drop the subscribe button and hit that bell icon to turn on notifications so that way you guys will never miss out on another video right here on my channel. So with that being said, for the Studly Man Ashley, I am your friendly neighborhood wrestling gamer, reminding all of you out there to stay awesome. Bye guys!